All right, I'm recording as well, so whenever you want to start, go ahead and commence.
Okay, let's kick it here. I'm Thomas, better known as Biologic, owner of Omega Gaming and Omega Studios. Work for Smart Survey International and financial services company I can't really get into right now. Yeah, Zavi.
What's up? I'm Zavi. I'm Dan, also known as Zavi, and Dan said that a bunch of times, so now you guys know. But I make content for Omega, and I do content for myself, and I want to be a videographer.
Hey,
Next person.
I'm Roger. I am a videographer and editor and content creator for Elevate. I'm actually working on a project that's coming out tomorrow. It's super dope. It's MLG Anaheim 2016. It's called 53 Hours. Definitely check it out. But yeah.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Yeah. Everyone here but Bio has seen it. It's actually in the chat, Bio, if you want to see it.
I will definitely check it out. Like, one sec, let me just finish the promotion.
Mhm.
And I got plenty of questions for you guys. I figured we'd recap MLG Anaheim, go over some stuff. I know that both of you guys probably have so much to talk about, and I was really pumped for that. So
I don't know if I got completely egoed right there.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh shit. He didn't get to do his
I
intro.
didn't do my intro.
Oh, you didn't? Sorry, dude. All right, go.
We don't
My
care
bad,
about
dude.
who you are.
My bad, dog. My bad, dog. My bad. You're right. My bad.
God.
Alright.
My name's Ryan Averki, and I get flown out to events to do stuff. That's pretty much about it.
Oh,
Just
big
short,
guy.
short today.
Wow, makes himself sound lame, dude. I got sushi.
I don't do anything.
Yo, that's
Jelly.
sick.
I got flown out to walk around Anaheim, dude. It was fun.
All right. So where do you guys want to begin? Because I want to start this off definitely with a recap of MLG Anaheim. Where do you guys want to begin? Because we left off on last Saturday, and everything that happened on Sunday we didn't even talk about. Okay.
This is my favorite part.
Everything hit the fan after that podcast.
Yeah, literally everything after that podcast just hit the fan. As far as the actual event goes, after that, C9 played their match, or Elevate played their match for C9, and it had so many problems. And the one map went like an hour and a half.
What do you mean? What happened?
Basically what happened was Llama on C9, his monitor turned off for the last like 20 seconds of a uplink game that we were playing them against, and we actually came back in that time and won the game. So what they had to do is they had to play the second half of that game over again. But there was the Activision ref that was there ended the game after that, and there was so many problems with it. It was just complete bullshit because we tied after that, and there were so many problems with it. So that happened. And then Ryan, I'll let you explain your night, your evening at the Hilton Hotel.
There are people here.
Right.
My god. Well, Roger, if you want to start it, I can fill in details.
Okay, there's people there. So, obviously, for
It's MLG Anaheim.
legal reasons, we'll change this up a little bit. So, Ryan and I go down to hang out with some of the people at the Hilton bar, and we're just chilling, relaxing, having a good time. And then
That's all cool.
someone,
A couple of guys.
well,
I
yeah,
got some really
we're up
bad.
to no good. Someone, I won't name names, got a little too sauced up,
Up to no good.
and they were sitting down at the bar. I was down there
Started making trouble.
with said person. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back up to the room. I have like some editing to do. Blah blah blah. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna stay down here. I'm gonna go to this party like 10 minutes away. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna do it. And it's already last call. It's like already 1:30, pushing 2 o'clock at this point. So I'm like, okay, this person's not gonna be back in our room until like really early in the morning at this point. And this person had other obligations the next day to do as well. So
Lovely.
Wait, I did?
anyway,
Shut up.
this said person, about 45 minutes later, I'm sitting at my desk editing. There's a couple other people sitting on the bed behind me. Walks in the room, right? And I'm like, oh, it's Ryan or
Oh, it's okay.
some other person. And their face was just like this. Walks in the room, goes instantly into the bathroom, and then all I hear is, and I'm like, okay.
It was so
Okay.
That was Saturday night, dude.
That
Never,
was
Saturday night.
never ceases, dude.
Really
then-
bad food poisoning that night.
Somehow, and I opened 2 water bottles for him. I got him a pillow, blanket, threw it in there for him to like sleep in there at night because I'm not trying to fucking sleep next to someone who throws like fucking throw up. And then somehow the next morning, said person ends up next to me in bed with no pants. No idea how that happened.
I don't know either.
But yeah.
Wow.
So
how's Sunday go?
I lost my freaking phone case. I still don't know where it is. Like, I don't have a case on my phone right now.
That's what he's worried about in the grand spectrum of things. Where's my phone case?
It was my sponsored phone case, so. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a long night. And then the next morning, I had to get up after being sick, and I had to go meet the girl's parents.
Girl's parents. Okay, we'll leave
yeah.
That. Yeah.
That was a long morning. Like, I had to find my way through like LA, what is it? LA Metro and stuff like that. While still being just like,
Wow. All right. So let's hear more about Sunday now. I want to hear more about Elevate. That's what I thought we were going to talk about here. I wanted to hear about Elevate's run.
Okay. So as far as other stuff at the event, Sunday was actually really good. We ended up 3-0 in our pool on Saturday. We ended up winning our first two matches. We won C9, or we beat C9. Our next match was then going to be Infused, the EU team we played, and that was quarterfinals. So we go down 2-0 against Infused, and then we actually come back and reverse sweep them, kicking them to losers bracket, which was really awesome. Nice. And the audio for that is really like dope that I got.
Okay, dude.
We got that. We moved on to winner semis, which was our matchup against. Well, actually, no.
Infused,
that was winner semis. No, then we played Optic in winners finals. That's what it was. And we ended up getting completely destroyed by them. 3-0 down to losers bracket, which was really unfortunate.
The first time you played them before finals?
Yeah,
the
first time.
Yeah.
That was winners finals. Yeah. So that sent us down to losers finals, which we ended up playing Rise. And everyone, leading up to this point, it's kind of been Optic and Rise has been at the top for the longest time. We've seen them, especially in the first two tournaments of the year. We saw that. South Carolina, we didn't see that, but that event we won't talk about because there was other external issues. And then going into season 1 playoffs, they ended up playing in the finals again as well. And they went down to the very end against each other. So those two teams have been like the dominant teams that everyone has expected to make it to the finals, and we ended up beating them 3-1 in the winners finals, like completely running over them. They won the hard point, which we haven't won. We up to that point we had won one hard point the entire weekend or something like that. So it's not I wasn't expecting us to win that, and then we won the next 3 straight. We won the S&D, the CTF, and the uplink. So that sent us to grand finals, which was really awesome. We ended up going up 2-0 against them, and then we choked the uplink with CTF.
I want to take a few steps back here. I want to walk through this from a level of excitement, from a level of just kind of what was going on. Okay, first off, where did you think Elevate was going to place in this tournament, Roger? Just be honest with me.
Okay, me and Ryan were actually talking about this. I told Ryan that I didn't expect
make it out of
my team to win. I did not expect my team.
So did you expect?
They proved me completely wrong.
I said
top 8 placing
before, dude.
Oh yeah,
I need a number.
I knew we would make it to Sunday. It was just a matter of how far through Sunday we were getting. I expected us to place top 4.
That's what I said.
Top 4.
Top 4.
Wow, okay.
So the thing
you had very high expectations for your team.
Oh yeah, very high expectations. I knew if we played our cards right,
groups,
especially from seeing people play. Well, phase, but seeing us through pools and then how we went up against C9, and once we beat Infuse, I was like, okay, if we don't place top 2, I knew we could beat Rise. And Optic, once we lost Optic the first time, all the members on the team huddled together and they went, okay, we did this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong. I have the video of it too, and it was like, okay, like them doing that, and they did that for probably like a solid 20-30 minutes because they had to wait for another match to go down before. I think it was Infused versus FaZe. Or no, it was FaZe versus or who was it? Was it Infused versus Rise? I think it was that.
Look.
And once they did that, I was like, okay, going into if we make it to grand final, we can actually like give them a run for their money. I didn't expect us to win the hard point.
Yeah, that's a sign of a good team. Seriously, a team that can talk about things like that before the game. Like honestly, like because a lot of teams don't even do this. You go into before the game, and you really, really talk about that matchup, and you really, really talk about what the other team's going to do, where they like to go, and generally how things are going to go, and you really go into it and then stick to what the fuck you said, then, like, definitely, like, that's the sign of a good team.
I have a question to ask you, Roger. So what do you think went wrong on the breach uplink in the finals when
They should have won that.
That is Optic's worst uplink map, by far.
They
Honestly,
I actually have some input on this.
There was an instance where we ended up getting like I think it was 3 or 4 knocked down. It was like with like a minute 20 seconds left or something at that point, and it was like you can't do that, especially when we had the lead. Like you got to play safe. You can't be playing risk,
dude. Krim was just slaying the.
And it's like there's nothing like you can't get spawn trap like that, or else that's going to be GG, especially like such a veteran team like Optic. Like you can't make those small mistakes, and we had made those mistakes all weekend. It's just Optic took advantage of that situation.
That's what they're good at.
Dude, really close to
it. They exploited the holes in that defense.
Mm-hmm.
So
there was a point in the uplink where I think they could have tied it up. And there was about like 5 seconds left, and literally Elevate was just a jump from scoring.
Yeah, they missed
and
the
he
throw.
hesitated. He hesitated.
They
No,
missed-
he didn't even throw it.
No, there was
He
one of them they
needed to
missed the
dunk it.
throw. It was 12-13. They missed the throw.
Yeah, like 3 times, dude. Like 3 times.
I remember the score
No.
was 12-13. They threw it. I forgot who it was. Maybe Felony, and he missed.
He
the throw.
wanted to dunk it, but then ended up throwing it and missed it. But what happened was he hesitated, waiting for his teammate to kill whoever Optic just spawned.
Yeah, and he was waiting
in
for
that
the thing.
time that his teammate died,
Yeah.
the entire Optic team
I know
spawned, and then he missed it.
It was for
Yeah.
Cento. I know exactly what you're talking about when they pushed left side.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
I bet that was
It's
really
on the
like.
car. Yeah.
I can't remember. There was a play I saw during that game where I was like, I bet everyone wants to kill him right now. I bet everyone wants to murder him. Because like I feel like he just like jeopardized something. I can't remember what it was, but
flipping
yeah.
out about the when Felony went on that huge killing streak in the first
Oh,
map,
against
dude.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Dude,
hardpoint
I
on,
can't believe how good
back-
Formal played that match too. So like,
Form played well, yeah, but dude,
Talk about the
Felony's.
SND.
I'm talking about about the evac. Yeah.
No, I-
Yeah,
didn't
the
Formal jump
evac
at
hardpoint
15?
was insane. Like Felony, he ended up breaking the hill probably like 2 or 3 times within 1 life.
Yeah.
Like he was going completely off. He broke. God, what is that? Green? It's not Green Hill. What is that?
I don't know.
It's the one. It's the kitchen hill on evac, and he broke that like and completely destroyed the other team. He ended up getting heat waved at one point and still killed a player. He ended up turning on Formal and Scump, if I remember correctly.
I remember that too. I think.
Like
I remember.
right out when it was
Yeah,
rotating
yeah.
kitchen hill to the other outside hill right next to it.
That's where he got
like he ended up
killed,
turning
'cause
on
he
them, and
popped
it's
the,
like
Hellstorm.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he
So-
popped the Hellstorm. That's the only reason he died. If he didn't pop the Hellstorm, I bet you he would have got the kill that he saw in spawn. Because there was a guy rotating into that hill, and he saw him because you saw him jump down, and then he just popped the Hellstorm, which I mean, I guess was a smarter play. But I mean, he wasn't. Yeah, that was good because he wasn't showing off.
So I want to move forward a little bit here, and kind of like progress this a little bit. So in the when your team had secured a top 3 placing, like how did you feel at that point, Robert? Because you were expecting top 4, even with all these great teams, even with like Envy, with still a good phase roster, even if they haven't had a rough season. There's a lot of like really fucking good teams, right?
Mhm.
Getting into the top 4, getting into the top 3. How did you really feel? Like how excited were you personally? Because this is a big deal for you as well, and I think you know that.
Yeah.
This really opens up the doors for you, and I
as
want to
much
like
as-
everyone to know. Like,
Yeah, because as much as it does help me, because it does, obviously, the better we place, the more people are going to want to watch a video that I'm making about the event. So, yeah, it helps me, but at the same time, like, the guys seeing, like, them go from day 1 to day 2 into day 3, like, I didn't really get to talk to them a whole lot, but I could definitely see, like, how they were feeling, like, emotional-wise and, like, where their heads were, like, throughout the whole event. So, and how hard they were actually practicing and how they were, like, strategizing and everything like that. Because I was standing next to them for every match they played throughout, 72 hours, 3 days. So it's like I could hear how much time they've actually put into this and how much they actually wanted it, especially because it was Nagafin's birthday, like the next day after on the Monday. Obviously, he wanted to get his best placement because the best placement that team has gotten is second place, and that was at Champs last year. So going into this, they had tied it, and they're like, okay, this is like our time. We can prove to the world right now that we are the best, like we can compete with the best teams in the world. And even though they took second place, I think they proved that. Especially that over our CWL match this week, we 3-0'd TSM, like slaughtered.
What was
3-0 TSM?
What was Elevate's CWL placing and record, but prior to the event? Because I know they
fifth,
crammed
now
a
we're-
lot of matches in.
Yeah, we're 5th. Now we're 4th.
Well, what was their record before?
Oh, we were 8-5. Now we're 9-5. We had to skip our match against Optic this week though because of server issues though.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that I mean, I don't. Wait. First of all, does anyone else have anything to say about Anaheim?
Last week you
or-
were 6th, Roger.
I just want to. I want to ask like how much
Oh,
how much growth have you seen since that tournament? Like, has there been like any like significant
Well, it
growth?
was definitely. It was kind of like a peace of mind thing because like as the players going through, like this is the first land they've had since they picked up Felony from dropping Remy, and they got criticized really hard on like Reddit, social media, all that kind of stuff about making that roster change. So they picked up Felony, which was like an amateur player. He was still a good player, but he never competed like against Optic or anything like that. And they picked this guy up, and they did a really good job this weekend. Felony had over a 1.0 KD. He definitely did his job for the team this weekend. Aqua went completely off this weekend as well. But it was basically them getting peace of mind after this placement. Like, okay, we made a good decision by picking up this player. And like just watching, I was watching some of their streams over the last couple of days just because I've been at home editing and things like that. And like they're playing like a lot more confident because of that, I think.
If you guys didn't know, before Elevate, Felony was on CLG, Denial, XGN, and
Yeah, I
Enigma
knew that.
6.
He was on a lot of teams.
So yeah.
He was like one of those
And
players that would. go
before
around
we
and
picked him
figure-
up, we were in 10th place in the league, or 9th place in the league before we picked him up.
Yeah, you guys didn't win a game or something, I think.
They didn't get a 3-0 until TSM.
Yeah. But we hadn't win. We
TSM's also
went, like
last place.
0-4 on the season, like at the very beginning, or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
So what do you
it's pretty
think
bad.
made them get that boost? Was it Felony completely? You think or?
It's
No.
I feel like when you pick up a new player like that, like everyone has to change their style a little bit more, and I feel like the
Definitely.
communication, like they had a little bit more coverage as far as map control goes, and a little bit more teamwork because Aqua, it's not that he's a bad player, but he wasn't putting in the time before. Versus Felony, where he's willing to put in that time and grind as a team, and come up with strategies and like all this other kind of stuff. So I feel like team morale kind of just was boosted, and they all just played.
You
a
in
lot.
Advanced Warfare, I do remember when I believe was Aqua on Epsilon with Parasite. It might be. I believe
Yes,
somebody
I
was
think
talking
so.
about
Aches was on
Aqua.
it. Yeah, it was Aches and Aqua.
Yeah, they were talking about how Aqua wasn't a really like grinding one.
It was Aches was never the one that. Aches is the one that ruined that team. Aches ruins every team he's on.
Dude,
Under
Ace
teams,
and
0-12
Parasite
the
both,
dream.
dude. Both those guys.
Well, Aches just doesn't get on ever. Aches is always like he doesn't
Really?
care.
Wow.
Aches doesn't try at all.
Yeah. The 100 Thieves didn't even win a map this event.
Yeah, they didn't win one map. And it was crazy.
Dude, friggin' Parasite, or not Parasite, Aches was like an hour late for his match.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
he was
classic, dude.
so
Like
dumb.
the only reason they didn't get forfeited is C9 didn't want to forfeit them.
Yo, by the way,
Wow.
did any of you see Nade's video the second day of the event?
Yeah, I did.
No, I didn't. Why?
Not
What's
the one
that?
after, the one of him actually at Anaheim.
Yeah.
At the very end of it, there's a clip of him and Aches at the bar, and
All right.
Nate Shot pushes Aches.
Yeah, I saw it's his profile picture. It's Aches' profile
It's the
picture.
funniest.
What?
I thought
thing.
I'm
I
sorry,
thought somebody
what?
was gonna come in and just like whisper to him, it's like your team went 0-12. He's just like, what?
Yeah, you should have had Hex in the back in the in the original video. Hex is like, cry
Everything
Aches,
about
cry Aches,
Right.
cry Aches.
Sorry, what? I gotta look at this. Like, whose profile picture is this? Like,
It's Aches.
oh wow, it's Aces' profile. He's smiling in the picture though. I mean, hey, how did 100 Thieves go? By the way, Patrick, like, how did 100 Thieves go?
They
They went
didn't win a
0-12.
map. They didn't win one
They didn't
map.
win a map.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, holy shit!
And then that's what Nate's video was about. He was talking about how he doesn't
Yeah.
care really that
Like,
they didn't win a map. They're
no
not concerned. How would you
AM
not be
team-
concerned with
They
that?
literally won the least amount of maps in the tournament. There's like no AM team that did that.
How do you not win an
I'm
SMB
sure
with
there
this
is an
team?
open bracket team that didn't win a single map, but I understand what you're saying.
Like they played 12 matches and won none. Like that, no one did that.
That's so dumb. I know. That's ridiculous, though. The fact that especially the fact that it's Nate Shot's team, like,
That's probably part of the reason Ace doesn't care. Because he knows
Probably.
Nate doesn't take it seriously at all.
No, speaking of which, like, I kind of want to talk about Nate Chef for a second here. Like, if you go to his profile, it literally has nothing to do at all with Optic anymore.
He
Got a bar.
he
He doesn't
left
even
Optic
own.
a while ago, dude.
Ryan, do you see snipers?
Actually, he did.
Yeah.
Really? I actually did not know that.
He was at
No, I'm
Optic,
dead
so He
serious.
was at Optic since last year.
No,
Since
no,
last
No, not
he-
last year.
Yeah, he made a
No,
video
no,
talking
definitely-
He
about it.
left Optic when he made his brand like
No.
3 months ago.
I
He
don't
left
know,
the
dude. I think it was
team,
before
but
that.
he left the org. He doesn't even own a part of Optic anymore.
Dude,
Yeah,
made
he
video
owned a
when
part
was
of
on
Optic
A-
previously.
Yeah.
What happened? Why would he do that? What's the
Because
situation?
he
with
wanted
that?
to branch out into other parts of esports by creating his own team and his own brand.
But I mean,
I'm not saying it's the right decision. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's what he
Yeah.
did. Which, at the same time, I can't sit here and be like, "Oh, that's a wrong decision." That's his life. That's his
But he
his
doesn't have the
career.
money
That's
to
what
yeah.
he
do.
wants
He
to
doesn't have the
do.
money to do that
So,
yet.
more power to him. He has a shit ton of money. He doesn't
He
have
has a
the
lot
amount
of money, dude.
I'm
He
saying
doesn't
Guys.
have the amount of money to make what Envious has as an esports team, but he can at least have the ground roots of a team and then grow from there. Like even Nick Merckx and Neo and Amps and whoever the other guy is, they're actually on 100 Thieves as well. They got picked up probably about a month ago.
no, but I'm saying like he doesn't have the money to just go into CS:GO and buy a team. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
hell
he
no.
does. Yeah, he does.
I don't know.
no.
Okay, does he have the money? Yes. Is it a smart decision to
don't
spend
exactly.
all that money on
I'm
it?
just
No.
saying why. Just why? Why would he leave the largest organization in North America? Even if he wanted to start his own thing, he could have. Like definitely.
I mean, you guys.
He's not gonna lose. He's not
Well,
gonna lose fans because it's Nate Shot.
for one-
And two, he can start his own brand where one, he can make even more money and grow something
Yeah,
from the
for one
ground
thing,
up.
he has way more options with what he can do because he's not held by restrictions of the organization. And I mean, you got to think of it from their perspective. Like
He's not
from
held
us-
to the restrictions of an
All right,
entertainment.
Ryan, you asshole.
True.
Jeez, this happens every podcast, bro. Never mind, forget it, man.
No, go.
No,
He's just getting
no, I refuse.
No.
Wow, I don't understand. Like this organization, like
That-
I mean, it's just this is a weird thing to think about. Okay, like 'cause what's his plan even? Because I mean, it seems like I don't think they have any sponsors yet. It just says 100 Thieves on the profile. They didn't win a single map the entire tournament. You know, like what even what are they even like? I don't understand. I don't see the game plan. I don't see
At
the
the
I don't see
same-
the plan.
At the same time, Hector was starting to do his deal with Pepsi, with Brisk and everything like that. Nate Shot
Yeah.
did not want to get rid of his Red Bull.
Yeah,
Like he'd have to get rid of Red Bull for that, and they've done so much for him
Of course,
over
yeah.
the last 3-4 years. Obviously, he doesn't want to get rid of them.
Sure.
And if Optic goes down the Brisk Mate path, obviously he can't be a part of the team because he's going to be repping a competitor of that brand. So that
Sure.
was honestly, that's when he started making the separation between Nade Shot and Optic Nade Shot. As,
Still, let's I don't understand 100 Thieves' game plan at all. Like, do they
I don't think it is. So,
He's not an
like,
experienced
there's
recruiter.
one thing about 100 Thieves is they ran into a lot of drama recently with their roster, and then, I'm not 100% sure if this is true or not. I have no inside knowledge of 100 Thieves and how they work, but apparently players weren't being paid. And then on top of that, you remember this, Roger?
I saw the
This is
Reddit
all
post.
speculation. This was all one-sided things. He said, she said, and then there was one thing they didn't even know if they were gonna have jerseys for Anaheim, which they
Dude.
ended up.
That's something that's at the base, even really amateur, new coming to the scene that have no rep at all. Even those teams have jerseys. I walked around Anaheim this weekend with seeing 50,000 jerseys that I have no idea what the fuck.
Dude,
they
yeah,
are.
everyone has jerseys now, dude. Everyone. Has
So it's
jerseys.
if 100 Thieves doesn't have jerseys,
Yeah.
which they didn't at the event, then it's
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, can I just point out a couple other things? This organization has made 28 tweets. 28
They have
tweets total.
100K followers.
128,000 followers. Their graphics are literally 100 Thieves. It's the same profile picture as he has up there.
That
As far as I know, they
name
probably
hurts me for that org.
yeah, definitely. I agree with that. They probably don't have any kind of other social media built. I mean, otherwise they'd have it where
It's just
it'd be a
Nate Shot on the
Facebook
They
Twitter.
don't
too.
have to. They don't have to brand themselves the same way that smaller orgs do, though, because they already have they already know Nade Shots the big.
Honestly-
guys. They're already gonna get free. Fucking
Yeah.
followers.
That's not what I'm really trying to get at though, because no matter what, you have to build something that you have to build some kind of brand recognition, some kind of brand loyalty, something that sells, and they're not doing that at all with this. It's going up against everything. This is something that's not gonna be successful. It's imagine if he had actually taken care of this and done something with this, having the following he does. This could have been something a lot better, a lot farther. I mean, black and white 100 Thieves jerseys would have been fucking sick. he could definitely get some good sponsorships because he's Nate Shot. If he actually started setting up everything and managing people the way he needs to, they'd be doing really well. I think, honestly, it's his inexperience showing. I don't think he's a manager. I don't think he's cut out for this.
Well, that's why he, a couple of weeks ago, or it was probably about a month ago at this point, he actually came out on Twitter saying, hey, I'm in the market to sell, or to, not sell the brand, to, like, hire a general manager for the COD team. To actually
I actually saw that.
He doesn't have the time for this. Like, even though, like, yeah, he just makes videos, all that kind of stuff.
No, to do what he does is a full-time job, Roger.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job. Okay, you're not going to post that many videos. You're not going to, like, be able to post that many things on Twitter and everything else and still, like, maintain the, you know...
do that much either, though.
Honestly, okay, he probably doesn't, but, like, what's up, Jay? How's it going, dude? Like, to do that, like, takes a serious commitment, day-to-day commitment to sharing your life, and that's fucking insane, okay? Like, it's really hard to do both at the same time.
I mean, look,
like, it's
but you gotta look at it. Like, look at FaZe Rain when he does his YouTube videos. He uploads a video on his channel and upload a video on his other channel every single day.
There's 5 owners of FaZe, though. There's 5 owners of FaZe. Temper doesn't upload that much. He rarely uploads, and there's probably a reason why.
Yeah, honestly. Like, I don't know. I think that, like...
Banks was really the one that dealt with all the business stuff, though. It wasn't... I mean...
Yeah, but he was around the clock working like crazy on this. I get a strong feeling from Nate Shot's, like, Twitter and social media and whatnot that he's, like, living more extravagantly than I think Banks does. Because you never saw that kind of stuff from Banks. Banks was on the grind, doing his day-to-day fucking normal shit.
Well, we saw Banks get put in a mental asylum, but...
That too, yeah. I was actually gonna bring that up as well. Yeah. I think that it should be more like an endorsement type thing, where he just kind of like runs stuff like... No, I'm talking about Nate Shot and like whatever Thieves. Like he doesn't even need to be really affiliated with it like so much other than like name. It's like when people own basketball teams, do you even see their name mentioned really much? like isn't it like Mark Cuban or whatever that owns like the fucking Mavericks or whatever? Like,
that's a valid point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need to be even involved in this stuff at all. He just needs to be whatever. I'm just saying that he has the money, he has the following, he needs someone else that can actually manage it properly because he's not cut out for it, because he's not that like entrepreneurially minded. Because if honestly, he's kind of fortunate because I don't think that if not like for his finding success in YouTube that he would have been successful in another endeavor in life.
Yeah, no, I think he realizes at this point that like he's got to the point that he needs to, and he's just like, all right, let me just take it easy now. I'm making a steady living. I don't really have too much to worry about. Let me just not try. And like that's what I've definitely seen. That's what I've definitely seen with his YouTube channel at least. Because like me being a previous viewer of his channel, I don't watch him anymore, but like. Okay. Like I used to watch his channel a lot, and like the content level has gone down by a lot.
I have not seen any of his content in a long time. You know something else though? Honestly, guys, when you're, I'm sorry, I cut you off, man. Finish what you were saying.
No, I don't. I was done.
Okay, I was gonna say that when you're part of an organization, like a strong, high-tier organization, they're gonna push you. They're gonna push you like crazy. If you're part of like a top org, they're gonna make sure you're uploading like every single day. That you have to stay consistent. You have to stay on the grind. That you're doing what you gotta do. Whether your manager's gonna be in there, he's gonna be talking to you. He's gonna be like, "Why is this going on?" Okay. Like with like Optic, I assume that's how it was. He's always pushing everyone to upload. I think that without having that discipline, like that, he just wasn't able to keep up with things like I think he was before. Like personally, I think that I mean, he's still uploading. He's still doing his stuff. Definitely, he's definitely changed the direction of like what he's doing. But like I don't know. I could see him being like less disciplined.
I'm not saying like that the effort hasn't gone down, but like he also has a lot. Like ever since he moved to California, obviously the content has gone down. But that's because he has taken on so much more since he was living in the Optic House. I'm not saying.
Series.
All right, so let me ask you, like, what
it's like an actual TV show.
What?
So what is it that he's taking on then? I don't.
He has a girlfriend. That alone.
He's got 2.
Come on, bro.
That alone takes.
She makes videos.
You have to put effort in it. Still, like you have to put effort into that. Like there's got to be like time away from the camera. Like that's hours out of your day technically. They hang out all the time. That's hours out of your time. He started his own brand. He's got to manage that. He has anxiety. Okay? He said this like many times.
Does Naja have a full-time job that he has to work at the same time?
His YouTube channel.
Yeah, his YouTube channel. Exactly what was on the point I'm making.
Yeah, who's
dude, Ryan, your mic is freaking out.
Ryan?
I'm saying like no, Ryan's mic is
Ryan.
What is it doing?
You're playing with your mic.
It's making mad static, dude.
Yeah.
No, okay, because you're saying right now that he's taking on a lot of stuff and then it's hard for him and yada yada. But here's the thing, okay? I feel like there's still no excuse for that because it's your fucking job, okay? There's enough hours in the day. I personally feel where if you have 2.5 million subscribers on YouTube, then you're gonna post a good video. I don't know about you.
And they make
Robert.
videos together, so I don't really see an excuse to not
Yeah.
make a video.
Yeah. Look down.
She should
Look
be
at your
able,
hands.
if
Like,
anyone, she should be
Yep.
able to understand. No, dude, if anyone, Jenna should
Here.
Have you ever gone through a creative block before?
seriously. Not really,
Of course.
honestly. No, I will find a way to get through that shit. I will talk
have.
about something else.
Well,
I have, but it
You
can't
know,
be
he's
like
been
a
making
10
YouTube videos since 2010.
True.
I know, but
Yeah,
he's
he's
over
He made
the
2010.
over like the
But
8-month
look.
course of time that his uploads have become very stale. I think you have the time to figure it out if you're
there
not
are
uploading videos.
so
He was on a
many
rise from
things
the beginning
we
of
could
Black
still
Ops.
talk about.
He was on a rise from Black Ops 3 all the way up to, I'd say, Advanced Warfare. That's a long ass time.
It is. It's a couple
That's
years.
at least 2 years of good quality content that everyone loved watching, and I loved watching it too. And I agree. Has it gone down? Yes, but
I gave this guy a lot of credit for a long time, dude.
I'll
But,
say this,
but are
I'll
you
say this.
watching
I mean, I don't know if it
the
got
other YouTubers out there?
no, not COD YouTubers, but
Dude,
this is the
Look,
thing.
man,
dude.
I'm just saying YouTubers in general. Like Markiplier, for example, that fool stays like way harder on the grind than that guy like ever could have dream up. Nate Shot literally can't even hold a torch to this guy. Literally, Nate Shot shouldn't be in the same room as him. Like those, that's kind of like
the same
work ethic
time,
that these other guys have. Like,
Nade was a COD YouTuber. I don't watch. Like, I'm subscribed to Scumpy, Cram, and all those guys. I don't watch any of their videos because I don't enjoy watching COD anymore. Nade Shot was a COD YouTuber. Now he's trying to figure out something else to do. And yeah, his day in the life videos back in the day were really good. But obviously, he doesn't want to do that every single time. So, you know, creatively, you want to find something that you can do. And he actually said this last week that he has been at a block with like creativity and making
Do you have a
content.
charger up here?
And he even like called out a couple different like YouTube channels that he likes watching. One of them, Mars Bars, and it's actually really awesome.
Watch him, yeah.
respect. Okay, respect. All
So
right.
it's like he understands that his content isn't where it used to be. And this actually last week he's been vlogging a lot, and I've actually really liked his
Dude,
vlogs.
I just don't think I understand the creative block, dude, but like I don't think it just gives you an excuse to take that much time. Like you could maybe think a little harder about it, dude. Like that's too long. If you're thinking about it, like that's too long to be like that, have that break. You'll be able to think like dude, FaZe Rain's made videos about this before, and he's like, oh, I haven't. I don't know why you're laughing. It's
Oh no! I just got a message from someone, and it like was like really.
No, I got you.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, he makes videos about that too. 2 or 3 weeks to maybe a month, he'll be good. Nade's been on this like, I guess block for months on end, and I mean I don't know, dude. It's just like
Anyway.
I do agree with you though when you were saying though that about the COD stuff because I don't enjoy watching COD at all. So I mean you could say the same thing about Scumpy. Scumpy's content is in no way dead, but he uploads the same thing. And it's just not what you're
I feel like
interested in
that's just
anymore.
Call of Duty in general.
Yeah, so-
man.
yeah,
I
that's
feel like
what I'm
there's
saying.
just
So
only
I
so many
understand-
Call of Duty
I
videos you can make.
I understand that part about it, but I don't know, dude. I guess I
Anyway,
just,
go ahead.
No, that's it.
I was gonna say, let's get away from talking shit about Nade Shot because I'm about to get fucking.
I don't even
sniped
know
by
if we're
some
talking
optic
shit
fan.
so much. I feel like it's a fucking
Lord.
debate. You're defending
Yeah.
him, I'm attacking him here, okay? So it's not really like a one-sided thing. I feel like we're keeping
Yeah.
it pretty fair here,
We
honestly.
can both agree to give
Fair
him
enough.
credit for what he did, but like,
No, I give him credit for sure.
yeah.
It impresses me that like these guys have jumped like since this last year, honestly, since like all these guys have almost doubled in subscribers. Like honestly, Optics jumped 1 million subscriber montage was really only a year ago. Like we're still seeing a huge explosive. Yeah, like you made that face, Rick. You're just like, what? like the growth is still just ridiculous.
Yeah.
From like all.
No, I wanted to say that. I mean, I know it,
It's just ridiculous.
dude. I've said a lot about him already, but with Rain, dude, I remember when his 1 mil montage came out. I started subbing to him when he had 300K or maybe even 200K, and last year his 1 mil came out, and now he's at 3.4.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's just
Because of dedication, because he uploads like.
dedication, snowballing, the growth of esports, like all things coming together, just like as one, just like everything kind of come together.
I'm
What's
actually
up, Robert?
curious. When did everyone like start watching Nade Shot or like hear of Nade Shot and actually like recognize him? I followed him.
When Rambo got dropped.
2008.
No. After that, that was
No.
that was.
So
Black
Zombie
Ops.
started following
That was-
when
that was Black
Optic
Ops.
left being a competitive team.
No.
No,
I
when
was
Rambo got dropped was Black Ops 2.
I know.
I started competitive Call of Duty in Black Ops 2. I didn't know anything about COD. I just jumped straight into it.
No, the joke was that when Rambo got dropped, the Entertainer came in.
Oh yeah.
But I started watching competitive in Black Ops 1, and that's when Machinima Respawn actually at the time went to
Black
COD
Ops
XP, and I heard of Optic winning.
Here we are going to COD XP.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm so excited for COD XP.
I can't even. Dude, it's gonna be like on my first day at school. That's literally.
You're not even old enough, dude.
All right.
Well,
Yo, Tom, when did you like become a part of?
honestly, I've been following competitive gaming since 2006. 2006, I like saw my first like tournament type stuff. That's when I got my final boss jersey. It was 2006. So like I've been around the block. My sister got an Optic in like 2008 with Modern Warfare 2. So I think it was like more around there was with
So she
how that kind of happened.
She got into Optic at the same time they started competitive.
Yeah, give or take. It was in 2008. It was when Modern Warfare 2 was around. That was when it was
Modern
she
Warfare,
like
yeah,
first
they
got in.
started in Modern Warfare 2. That's when they.
And yeah, that's when she just kicked it off. So yeah, that's kind of the situation with that, I suppose. I should really get in here into one of these. Not to kind of veer off, but I'd really like to hear about like the red stuff and FaZe and different perspectives and how things have kind of gone in her direction and input on everything from a different perspective.
I mean, I don't know exactly. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm also curious how like, not like her perception of creating content is, but like how her motivation has changed going from like Optic to Red.
I
Because
feel like
obviously
it's probably better. It's probably gone up. I feel like it was a huge complacency issue for her, like where it just wasn't like enjoyable for her to make content, and just being that she attained it at like honestly, guys, she was like fucking 14. Like when she like made it like here. Let me just. I don't even know her birthday off the top of my head. I'm gonna look up her birthday.
You weren't living at home when she blew up, right?
Oh no, I was still like I was like in high school still there.
Oh,
it's like 14 or something when she got into Optic. So
I'm curious. How did you like not take that? Because obviously that's not bad news. But how did you feel like? Oh shit, my sister's in Optic.
What was
I did not care.
Right?
You didn't care.
First off, it wasn't a big deal. I've kind of talked about this a little bit in the past, but first off, like Optic wasn't a big thing. Call of Duty wasn't a big thing. Call of Duty was still like it was just catching fire. You know what I mean? At the time, Halo was still like the big thing, like as far as like competitive stuff really goes. I can't remember. I don't know.
Predator.
Was it Hex or was it Predator?
Predator.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it was Hex. Hex.
All I know is I'm 3 years older than her, and in 2007 I was like 2007 I was 14.
I was 12.
Okay, so it was 2008. So I was 15. So she had to be 12 or 13 when she joined
I was
Optic.
8 in 2007. 9. Just kidding.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
So for her, honestly, I've said this before, but she just kind of like got like really successful really quickly. And for me personally, it wasn't a big deal, and I was way more concerned about Halo and playing competitively. For me, like YouTube and all that stuff was kind of just like the easy way out. I really wanted to be recognized for being a really, really good player, and I always thought I was really good. I still think I'm really good. That if I wanted to pick up a game and take it seriously, I could make it. But like just the way it goes,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so about Red, dude. I mean, I never really. I remember when Red actually just started. I really didn't understand it at all. I didn't know that it was another subdivision of FaZe. Like I didn't know anything about it.
It wasn't originally.
Yeah, I was just confused. It was like something that that was just there, and I didn't really know what it was. And then after like people started saying stuff about people in Red faking clips all the time. All the drama that goes on in Red.
Yeah,
professional
it is.
org. It seems like I mean, FaZe in a way wants them to rebrand themselves almost. But I don't
FaZe
know.
definitely
I mean,
want to rebrand themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know too much about it. I don't follow any of the players in Red. Like I
Either,
think
no.
Red is like the amateur sniper.
All I
you
hear-
can compare Red to like Dare or like Saw or not even Obey,
It's like-
but like the
You're
lower
right.
tier.
It's trying
I
out for
hate
FaZe.
all
Yeah.
of those organizations. I hate all of them, dude. I fucking hate all those organizations. I hate everything to do with like the sniping community for the most part. I feel like they're honestly
I
like
like
terrible.
Era. Era's the only one I like because I knew like a lot of people in Era.
Actually, I like people. Let me actually like kind of take a step back here. I like a lot of the people in these organizations. I like a lot of people in Obey. I like a lot of these people. It's just that I don't really like the direction or like the attitude generally that they give off. Like Psycho, for example. Like I don't know, just a lot of these guys.
Yeah,
Just
no,
don't
they
like-
don't have good
FaZe-
attitudes.
What do you guys think of FaZe Clan's new logo, and why do you think they went about that color scheme?
2.0, I
I
like
like
it.
the 2.0. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it looks fresh.
You know, I feel like they're doing something that's more like soccer team type thing. Something that's more like
That's
jerseys.
what I thought. I was thinking like Brazil. When I look at that, I think
It's
Brazil
got like an
for some
international look to it.
reason. Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking. I feel like moving away from the solid like logo was a good thing for them. I think their jerseys are good. I don't like these fucking new jerseys. What is this June 7th? Announcing their newest partnership, Turtle Beach. What is up with those jerseys in that picture? Those Turtle Beach jerseys look like shit.
I don't like their jerseys that they had at Anaheim.
Like,
I really don't. I don't like
those
them.
look awful.
I like the
However,
straight white and black ones, or white and red ones.
no. I totally disagree. I really like. I'm just gonna put this in the chat right here. These jerseys, I feel like look more like recognizable. These look more like actual jerseys. They look like something you actually see from a sports team. You know, like I feel like it looks very European, and I don't know if I'm really like, you know, that's not something I'd want to personally wear, but I like those. I feel like they've got like actual thought put into them.
Hey, if I'm on the team, I'll wear them.
I mean, not sure. I'm just. That's just like my thinking.
You just like
No, I think the rebranding is good.
I think
I'm
it's
actually
good.
curious. What do you guys think about the FaZe roster right now for competitive? They've been struggling.
Yeah, they
It's a ridiculous roster. I feel like they must not be putting in the time or something. That or they're just not meshing.
Nah, they're just
Honestly,
not. It's
Who do you think the people to drop would be? Honestly, guys.
If you were to drop
I
anyone,
don't Zuma. I hate to say it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I gotta say Zuma because he's
Yes,
been
it's
known
correct.
as like the SMD god in the past couple games. This game, he's been kind of inconsistent with it. So I think Clay has still been slaying fairly well. Like obviously he has his off
Has he been?
games. Enable still going off. Attach is still really good. I think Zuma. If he tweaks his playstyle a little bit, because he's usually super aggressive, I feel like if he sits back a little bit, maybe he's a little bit more patient, that could help. But again, that's not his style.
He's
so.
a sub, right?
I agree. You know, I think that I feel like the team has all the right players and all the right like things, so like it could be good. I don't really know what's going on. You know what I mean? Maybe they just need to
do.
like.
I
pick
mean,
it up.
yeah, that's true.
Like they have the right players, the right roles, the right positions, the right everything. I don't really know what's going on.
Well, that's the thing. They did the same thing with when Clay used to play on Optic, and they had Scum, Nade, Clayster, and Proofy. I liked that roster a lot.
Yeah.
That was a
That's
great
probably
roster.
my favorite roster.
Me too.
Of,
I feel like
I
Nade
missed
was
that.
the problem.
Nade was the problem for everything, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I will say the original Merc with Big T. I that's probably gonna be my favorite.
I mean, dude, you gotta stop taking off your webcam. It's messing up the podcast, bro.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
Who's Turtle Beach sponsored by? I know they're sponsored by like. I'm
It's
sorry.
Optic and FaZe right now. They actually did a competition at E3 where it was just those two teams like against each other, like at a booth at E3, the Turtle Beach booth,
I saw
which was
that.
actually.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, that's what I was
I think
gonna say.
Optic ended up destroying them.
That was what
if
I wanted
remember
to say in the beginning. What do you guys think about all this? Because obviously, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it, Roger. That the whole drama with how Optic's complaining about how they're forfeiting matches in the league. With like them saying the other day they forfeited to Cole. I think it was Cole that they forfeited to because they were 30 seconds late and Karma's Xbox needed an update and they were coming home from their flight because they were at E3. And then they forfeited They forfeited two matches. They forfeited two matches going to Vegas, and in Vegas they lost one because they didn't play Game Sound because they played at a local LAN center. Dude, why is he showing a Snorlax?
I have because there's probably family in his room that he doesn't want to show.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
But I have two things to say. Do I think it's bullshit? Yes, I think it's bullshit, especially because of all you have to do is wait a couple minutes. But at the same time, no other team has had this because their priority is competing. Yeah. Like they're not spreading themselves too thin. Optic, when it comes to this, they might be scheduling themselves too close to time. They need to be like, okay, I need to be home 5 hours ahead of time just in case there's a delay. I still have time.
Right. No, I agree.
Optic has a bunch of different stuff going on. They did a week in Vegas and LA. They've been doing book signings. They've been going all over, like to New York and like all this other kind of stuff. Stop scheduling. If you're gonna bitch about this, and you know Activision's not gonna let up, why the fuck would you keep scheduling yourself like that? Yeah. Where you're just gonna have this problem over and over and over again. It's gonna cost you rounds or like actual games in your league, and it could potentially like impact your seed going into an event, especially when we're getting close to COD XP. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like it's a $2 million prize. Why the fuck would you risk your seed just because you are in LA for an extra 2 hours?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, I think my perception of Optic was changed a lot this year because I feel like they're way more cocky. this year going into.
Yeah, I
into the
agree.
game.
They're
And then
so
I also think that
attitudes,
I
man.
don't like. Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
like
like the attitudes because like when they go into league matches, right, and they're lagging or something, or they know they're at a disadvantage, they'll automatically stop trying. They'll pull out the snipers, the shotties, and they'll mess around and they'll act like clowns. And then the
Yeah.
people that are watching the CWL matches live are just like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Like it's
I do
kind of
have-
bullshit.
I will say, Complexity was the same way.
Yeah, of course.
What
they were.
two people on
Yeah.
Optic? Which 2 people on Optic
Arma.
were on that roster?
Karma and Crimsix.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
Right.
Probably
yeah.
one guy who has won more COD championships than everyone else, and then another guy that has Karma 2 rings. That's like what people call him. Obviously, he's going to be cocky. Like, I'm not saying it's good, but like,
Oh, okay, but yeah, you're right.
No, they could be cocky. I expected them to be cocky, but I didn't expect them to be cocky to a level where they'd just be like, they wouldn't take it seriously, and it seems like that's what they were doing at a point.
when
They were
you're
like,
cocky to a point where you're pissing
Looking
off
at them.
the people, like, you don't bite the hand that's feeding you. When you're getting so mad that you're getting pissed off at Activision, why?
yeah, Karma
Why
was tweeting at Activision
you
and
do
stuff,
that?
and then they got in trouble. That's what happened with the fine. Remember earlier in the
Oh,
year
dude.
they got a fine
Oh,
because he was
yeah.
tweeting about the CWL.
Wow, dude.
That's my only issue is when you get to the point like, yeah, you can be cocky, and then when you lose, yeah, you can be upset, but the second you go after the person that put you in this position, like actually is running the league, like that at that point it's like, okay, that's too far.
Dude, you're right.
You
You're
saw
right.
it with Ace in Ghosts when he
I
kept
agree.
popping off and he got banned for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
So it's like,
dude,
I
I feel
agree.
like in the COD scene right now, there's totally different types of players, man. Like you can,
Oh, yeah.
like it's honestly crazy how different they are. Like you look at a player like Scumpy, who's just all about the competition. He just wants to compete, and he only uploads COD. He doesn't vlog, none of that stuff. He just does COD. And then you have players like Fizzerp, who's all COD too, but like he's not held at the same standard as Scumpy is, because he's like more S&D player. He does all this stuff on social media a lot. He's always complaining. Like you see they're different types of players. And there's people that don't take social media as seriously, but then they're just full competitors. Like it's just just the variety of players and personalities in COD is insane. If you think about it, like you try to think of every player in COD, it's just like there's so many differences.
Sure. All right. Well, it's 7:00, or rather 9:00 Eastern. So let's take questions real fast if we can. We're gonna wrap this up. If anyone has any questions, like ask them now because we're gonna shut this thing down. Does anyone want to say any closing words or anything like that? Did you want to say give a shout out to the players in your team or anything to anyone in Elevate, Roger?
shout out to Edwin, the homie. Edwin, he helped me out this weekend. We had some Anaheim stuff. You're muted, by the way, Ryan. And I was just making sure. Yeah, thanks for that.
Cool.
And then tune in tomorrow to the montage. It'll be on
Cool.
the Elevate main channel.
I'd like to shout out Chase Hates Eggs, or just Chase, Connor, and Aiden. All of them will actually be going to EVO. Chase just got off another win in MK again. Aiden
Hey.
has won 9 Mortal Kombat tournaments, something ridiculous. Connor's won 3. All in all, the team has over 20 Mortal Kombat wins throughout everyone, throughout the whole team, and we are feeling extremely confident going at EVO, competing for this. I'd also like to shout out Nathan Nattamore. He's been going to consistent tournaments back-to-back, all across Montana. And, I'm going to be getting jerseys for everyone next week. Next Friday, I'm actually going to be ordering jerseys for everyone. We're not going to have sponsors on them and stuff, but we are going to have jerseys. So all you guys,
Better than 100
Nattamore, Chase, Aiden, Connor, you guys are all going to be getting jerseys. So keep rocking it. I can't wait for you guys to do some hyping for it soon.
Good job.
Anyone else want to say anything?
I mean, I'm good. I'm just hyped for Orlando, man. I'm already thinking about it.
Good, yeah. Orlando, definitely going to be taking the time to go to Orlando
Roger.
for sure.
Are you going to be there, Tom?
I have to shout out
I'm
somebody.
going to be there. I will be there.
Okay.
I will definitely be there. I have to
I gotta
make it.
go
It's my
now.
hometown. It's my home fucking.
Wait, are you going to Orlando?
It's my fucking yeah, dude. Orlando's 2
Okay, I
hours
have to-
from where I
Yo.
live.
Go
Dude,
now.
hours.
The whole Omega podcast live from MLG Orlando.
Let's do it,
let's
baby.
do it, man.
Let's do it.
All right, well,
Let's
on
do
that
it,
exciting
dude.
note, we're going to close out the podcast for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's going to be up on the... I don't know what the hell's happening, but whenever I record it, it corrupts or something. But I'm going to figure it out and make sure it goes up tomorrow. It's going to be up, so if you guys missed it, be sure to check out all these guys. Their Twitters are in the boxes right under their webcams. And that's going to be it for tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And peace out, everybody.
Yo.